Family life in the Fury household is anything but quiet. Between a whirlwind boxing career, a house full of energetic children, and a teenage daughter planning her wedding, there's never a dull moment. In this candid conversation, Paris Fury and her daughter Venezuela Fury open up about chaotic home life, wedding plans, motherhood, and the reality of raising a large family while Tyson Fury trains abroad. If you enjoy stories about celebrity families, real-life parenting moments, and behind-the-scenes glimpses of fame, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more exclusive interviews and updates. As they laugh and joke together during a beautiful photoshoot, the bond between Paris Fury and her teenage daughter Venezuela Fury is unmistakable. The 16-year-old influencer and her mum may differ in some ways, but in others they're strikingly alike, though they both admit their lively personalities can occasionally clash. "I'm more calm," says Paris, 36, "and I'm definitely more hyperactive," Venezuela laughs. Paris nods in agreement. Venezuela's quite out there, she doesn't worry too much about what people think of her. She's confident, she just shines. Of course, like many mothers and teenage daughters, they have their moments. "We argue over everything, but there's no badness behind it," Paris explains with a smile. "It could be something silly like, 'Move out the way, I'm making the coffee.' 'No, I'm making it.' 'We're quite loud in our house. That's just how we operate.'" Despite the playful bickering, Venezuela says she feels incredibly lucky to have such a strong mother and proudly describes Paris as her role model. When it comes to Mother's Day, the celebrations in the Fury household are heartfelt, if a little chaotic. "I usually get the lovely Mother's Day cold toast made by the little ones," Paris jokes. "And you have to eat it like it's the most delicious thing anyone's ever made for you." Paris once famously joked that her eldest daughter was a privileged little brat, but she says Venezuela has grown enormously over the past few years. "When we filmed the first series of At Home with the Furies, she was 13, mature for her age but still a tormented teenager," Paris reflects. "But when she turned 15, she really blossomed. She chats more, she's friendly, and she's far less argumentative." So parents, there is light at the end of the tunnel. The family received quite a surprise last September when Venezuela got engaged. Her boyfriend Noah Brown proposed during her glamorous 16th birthday party. Although it came sooner than expected, Paris says she's thrilled for her daughter. "I didn't feel old enough for this moment," she admits. But she's absolutely over the moon. The two of them are in their own little bubble. "And look, I got married myself at 18. As for whether grandchildren might arrive soon, Paris laughs at the thought. Venezuela's still very young. "They want to travel and build their own life first, so there's no rush. I don't think I'll be mentally prepared for that even in a few years' time. We'll see." Venezuela, meanwhile, insists she wants to follow her own path. Still, she speaks fondly about her parents' relationship. "They've got 7 beautiful children and such a lovely life," she says warmly. "I'd be lucky to end up even half as happy as them." The family recently relocated to the Isle of Man, and Paris admits the upcoming wedding will be an emotional milestone. "I'll feel like I've lost my arm when she moves out," she confesses. "Right now Tyson's in training camp, the kids are at school, and Venezuela and I are basically co-parenting." Still, she's careful to give her daughter space. "The weekends are her time," Paris adds. "I know she'll be fine starting this exciting new chapter. It's me I'm worried about." Wedding planning is already underway, with Venezuela browsing dresses and venues. According to her mum, the teenager also has a few unconventional ideas. She's talking about acid pink and yellow bouquets, Paris laughs. "We're thinking it'll be quite small, Venezuela says, before quickly adding with a grin, but to anyone else it'll probably look like the biggest wedding in the world, because our family is very over the top. Following traveler tradition, Tyson will cover the cost of the wedding. He has also already had a serious conversation with Noah after the young man formally asked for Venezuela's hand in marriage. Paris says her only advice for her future son-in-law so far has been simple: enjoy Venezuela's many personalities, she jokes. Amid the excitement of wedding plans and everyday family life, Tyson Fury has been training in Thailand ahead of his comeback fight scheduled for April. We're in completely different time zones, Paris explains. So phone calls are limited. But as always, it's a case of, let Tyson do his thing. The boxing champion has taken their 14-year-old son Prince with him to camp, leaving Paris to run the household with their 5 children under 9. It's really hard work, she admits candidly. I'm totally outnumbered, but we just push on and hope for better days. The youngest, 2-year-old Rico, often struggles with the distance. He'll say, "Dad's boxing," Paris shares. But then when we FaceTime, he'll say, "I come to you, Dad." And when he sees the background he'll ask, "Why are you on holiday, Dad? Why didn't you take me?" It's so hard for them when they're little. Meanwhile, Paris and Venezuela have been busy filming the next season of their Netflix series At Home with the Furies. Venezuela says she's enjoyed the experience much more this time around. "I've chilled out a bit," she admits. The upcoming season will feature her engagement, a family birthday celebration for the children's grandfather, the launch of Paris's partnership with Eternal Collagen, and Paris and Tyson's second vow renewal ceremony in the south of France last August. Paris believes the show resonates with viewers because it captures their real life, messy moments included. "We're just a normal family, even if people might think we're crazy," she says. "I cook dinner fresh every night. I clean the house. We don't have 10 maids running around or 2 chefs preparing fancy French meals." Despite their fame, Paris is determined to keep her children grounded. "I managed it once with Venezuela," she says. "Hopefully I can keep doing it with the others." Another reason audiences are fascinated, she believes, is the insight the show offers into Tyson's personality. Tyson, as we know, has struggled with mental health, Paris says thoughtfully. "Every day is a new day with him. You get a different version. And people are fascinated by our hectic lifestyle. One day you're helping the kids with homework, the next you're flying across the world. But at the heart of it all, it's still me trying to hold everything together as a mother," she adds. "There's so much people can relate to. Not everyone could live like we do, but my life has been such a whirlwind for so long that I can't imagine it any other way." When asked whether they hope to become the next Kardashian family, Paris bursts out laughing. "Not at all," she insists. "I still don't understand why people are so interested in us, or how we ended up with a show watched all over the world." For Venezuela, the focus right now is on growing her social media platforms and pursuing modeling, though she's taking everything in stride. "I'm just seeing how things go," she says with a shrug. Her circle of friends now includes fellow teenage reality star Princess Andre, who she describes as really nice, and someone who has offered helpful advice about navigating life in the spotlight. Paris agrees. "She's a talented, lovely young girl," she says. "I've met her a few times and she's absolutely stunning, but she's got the personality to match." The term, Nepo baby, is often used when discussing celebrity children, but Venezuela says she doesn't take offense. "I'm grateful for the opportunities I've been given in life," she says honestly. Paris adds a note of realism. "You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. She won't magically have a career just because she's our daughter. She still has to go out there and make it happen." Another member of the extended Fury family making headlines is Molly May Hague, who is engaged to Tyson's younger brother Tommy Fury. Molly recently announced that she's expecting her second child. Paris couldn't be happier for the couple. "It's beautiful news, and wonderful for little Bambi Fury," she says warmly. "I get along really well with Molly. We don't see each other as often as we'd like, but when we do we always share advice. She's absolutely bossing it," Paris adds proudly. "I know she had some tough moments when Bambi was little and she's been very open about that. But she's a fantastic mum. I'm so proud of her."